Thank you.
State your fault, Floyd Jones.
What was the name of the witness again, please?
Floyd Jones.
Good afternoon, sir. If you'd come around in front of me and over here to my right, please. And for sitting, if you would face me and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under penalty of law?
Yes, sir.
Please have a seat. All right, sir, you see the microphone there. You do not have to speak directly into it. I'd ask you to speak loud and clear, though, okay?
Yes, sir.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm well. Can I ask you to please identify yourself for the record by telling us your name and what it is you do for a living?
Name's Floyd Jones. I'm field deputy medical investigator. I work for OMI.
How long have you been the field deputy medical investigator?
8.5 years.
In order to be a deputy field medical investigator for the Office of the Medical Examiner, did you have to undergo any specialized training?
Yes, sir. We went through a week and a half of training.
And how long have you been performing those functions?
Since April of 2018.
Can you tell me what are the functions of a field medical investigator?
We are called to the scenes of any unattended death, and we do the investigation on what might have caused the death and take pictures and contact families and stuff.
And do you work with pathologists in any way to help determine cause of death?
Yes, sir. We have to call in the case.
And are you required to make any observations with regard to an individual in a situation of an unattended death?
Yes, sir.
In the course of your work, have you become familiar with the term rigor mortis?
Yes, sir.
Is that a term that is needed or a part of your work on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, sir, it is.
In layman's term, what is rigor mortis?
Rigor-
Judge, this is regarding expert testimony. One, I haven't been getting any notice of any expert witnesses. I actually asked the prosecutor before this hearing whether or not they intended to call any expert witnesses. They said no. So this gentleman is not an expert, and I would object on both grounds. He's not an expert, and I wasn't given notice of any expert testimony.
Your Honor, I'm not aware of any rule, character, or any that requires the state to provide notice of expert testimony prior to preliminary hearing. Although it is required prior to trial, this is not a trial, and that is only with regard to a trial that notice has to be given. Second of all, under 11702, expert opinion can come in the form not just of scientific, but also if it is specialized knowledge that will assist the trier in fact. This witness has testified that he is with the Office of Medical Investigator, which he has been performing for 8 years. He has specialized training in the area, and the identity or the incident of rigor mortis is necessary for his job function. This would indicate, again, Your Honor, that he has specialized knowledge which will assist the trier in fact. So I would ask the court to overrule defendant's
I don't know that the foundation's been laid as to any specialized knowledge. He's testified he's been with OMI for 8.5 years, and the training consisted of 1.5 weeks. Is that right?
I will go through the foundation again, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, could I just make a record for
Well,
regarding...
I'm not ruling on the objection yet, okay? And I'll let you
Okay.
supplement at the appropriate time. I'm going to give Mr. Stover a chance to lay more foundation if he has it.
All right. So, Mr. Jones, can you explain to me the training you undergo in order to become a field agent with the Office of the Medical Investigator?
Yes, so they do they vet us, full background check. We have to go up there. We go through.
I'm sorry. We're going to go a little slower.
Okay.
You go up where?
We go to Albuquerque.
and to the office of the medical investigator, or do you go to a different place?
We go to the OMI office.
And while you are there, do you receive any training?
Yes, sir.
Does this take place over the course of a single day or multiple days?
Multiple days.
As you are going through this training, do the pathologists there explain to you what information they need to assist them?
Yes, sir.
Did you receive any training during the course of this in the identity of rigor mortis?
Yes, sir.
What training did you receive in this particular area?
Upon my recollection, we had about 4 hours of what rigor is and how long it takes to come and go.
Did you receive any training in how to identify it in a subject?
Yes, sir.
After receiving the training on what it was and how to identify it, have you ever been called upon to identify it or look for it in the course of your work as a deputy investigator?
Yes, sir.
Is that something that you commonly report on, the presence or absence of rigor, when you are making your report?
Yes, sir.
And is it important that that be reported by a field agent rather than waiting until the body is received by the office of the medical investigator?
Yes, sir, it is.
Why is that so?
It gives you kind of a timeline of the death, of how long they've been deceased.
Your Honor, at this time, I would ask the court to allow the witness to testify as a field agent of the officer of the medical examiner with regard to the specialized knowledge having to do with rigor, identifying it, and the range of when it would set in.
Mr. Shieldgen.
Judge, I would object. And frankly, I think it would be highly unusual to be asking this gentleman to testify as an expert. I may give the court some idea. One of the reasons they're asking to do this is because they need this kind of testimony. This is just the wrong witness to get it out through. 4 hours training on rigor does not make you an expert. Moreover, I've cross-examined dozens, if not into the 50, number of medical examiners in multiple states, and they will have they're the actual doctors. They will have a much different opinion regarding rigor mortis and its usefulness in determining time of death. So what they're asking the court to do is to take somebody who has a very low understanding of rigor mortis, use it to bootstrap their conclusions at the end of this trial. And what I'm saying is, if we would allow this gentleman to do this, and no offense to him, but if we allow this gentleman to do this, it's allowing the court to go forward, use this kind of information to make this gentleman sit in jail for who knows how long, and make some preliminary ruling. And this is not the right witness. Now, if they were to ask the medical examiner about it, honestly, I think that they would give a different opinion, but that would be the proper witness. The field investigator
Mr. Shieldgen, let me cut you off, and I apologize, but we've got a limited amount of time this afternoon, okay? So I understand your objection. It is noted for the record. If you have a brief response, I'll hear that.
Just briefly, Your Honor, defense counsel's experience with interviewing other witnesses is not before the court. 11702 is very clear. If the witness has specialized or technical knowledge which will assist the trier of fact, by training or experience,
Okay, and I'm aware of that.
Has to do with the.
I am aware of the rule. I'm not comfortable allowing this witness to give any kind of expert opinion. I'm not going to declare the witness as an expert. I will allow the witness to testify as to his observations with the child. Now, any testimony from this witness regarding how long it would take for rigor mortis to set in, I'm not going to allow that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, did you have an opportunity to view the body of Joseph White while it was in the hospital?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I have permission to approach the witness?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what I've labeled for identification purposes as States Exhibits 1 through 7. I'm going to ask if you would take a look at these images. Have you had an opportunity to look at the images that are states 1 through 7?
Yes, sir.
Are those a true and accurate depiction of the way that the child, Joseph White, appeared on July 20th of 2025?
Yes, sir.
At the time that those photographs were taken, was the child alive or deceased?
Deceased.
Your Honor, I move for admission of states exhibits 1 through 7.
Mr. Shieldgen,
No objection, Judge.
I will admit states exhibits 1 through 7.
Permission to publish, Your Honor.
Go ahead. Jamie, I think he's going to use that.
This is states exhibit 1.
Now come up.
Your Honor, in the interest of time, we're already at 3 o'clock. I'll attempt just by
Well-
showing the.
Did you call Jason? Let's take about 5 minutes. We'll go off the record, take about 5 minutes and get this working. Okay, let's go back on. Okay, we're back in session. I think the technology is now working, so you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this is states exhibit number 1. And who is this?
This is Joseph White.
And can you describe what, if anything, you observed about his coloration?
The coloration is from livor mortis, from blood settling.
Judge, I'll object to that as an opinion. The court's already ruled he's not an expert. He's allowed to give his opinion as to what he observed.
What I said was he can testify as to his observations, not the causes.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'll rephrase.
Okay.
Okay. Can you describe not the cause, but what it is you see with regard to coloration?
What I see with coloration is livor mortis, blood.
So, I'm sorry. Can you describe, is his coloration consistent, all one color? Is it more than one color? Is it patchy? How would you describe it?
His color is
Judge, I
patchy.
object. The evidence is the photo. This gentleman's opinion of the photo is not relevant for the court.
Overruled. Go ahead.
Can you describe his coloration?
Its coloration is patchy.
States exhibit number 2. States exhibit number 3. What are we looking at in states exhibit number 3?
It's a small defect on the child's right ankle.
And states exhibit number 4.
It's
Hang on. What are we looking at? What part of the child's body are we looking at in states 4?
we're looking at the child's neck.
And what, if anything, do we see on the neck?
Again, a small defect on the looks like the right side of the neck, with along with the white coloring, patchy coloring.
This is states exhibit 5. What part of the child are we looking at in states exhibit 5?
We're looking at the decedent's back.
And what, if anything, do we see on the decedent's back, Judge's back?
I see small defects throughout it, pretty much all over his back.
State's Exhibit 6. What part of the body are we looking at in State's Exhibit 6?
It looks like the decedent's right hand, and it's a small defect to the wrist.
And then State's Exhibit 7. What part of the body are we looking at in State's Exhibit 7?
We're looking at the decedent's back, and it's also small defects on the back.
As a field agent with the Office of the Medical Examiner, did you also go to the home?
Yes, sir.
And did you view the area within the home?
Yes, sir.
Here at this time, I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Shieldgen.
Thank you, Judge. Did you attend the autopsy in this case?
No, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Redirect.
I have no additional questions of the witness at this time.
Other counsel wish the witness to be subject to recall.
No, Your Honor, I would ask that he be excused.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir, you are free to remain in the courtroom, or you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please step